Live from inside the Scientology city of Australia. Not Another Podcast. Sitting across from me is Jordan Gasparotto.
And sitting across from me is Mr. Jake Abela. I said no Scientology stuff, man.
You may call me the Great Dragon.
The Great Dragon?
Yeah.
I want to become the Awesome Dragon.
Oh, that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
All right, well,
Level 1 would know that.
It's been a week, Jordan.
It has.
It's been a week since we've done this.
It's been 7 rotations around the sun.
Yeah, seven separate rotations around that sun. It's cool. What have you been up to, Jordan?
Went to the movies, went to work, have a story from work.
How many times have you been to the movies?
Twice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you see different films?
No, just Captain Marvel.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
I've seen Captain Marvel. It's a really good film.
It's a really good movie.
Yeah.
I loved it.
If you went twice, I guess it was good.
It was more of an obligation, yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, I was going to go with friends on Friday.
Yeah.
Then my sister's like, let's go see Captain Marvel. And it's like, she's paying for it. Why not? I'm coming along.
Did you pick up more the second time?
I did.
Actually, did you know the second time she just saves the world immediately and there's nothing else? Like, you know.
I did notice that.
And then and then Moby Dick wasn't written, so it's worth the second watch,
just
definitely.
like a cutscene, Infinity War, Moby Dick just disappears.
Yeah.
Motherfucker! He's never gonna know how it ends. He's just reading it. Or the movies,
the book disappears.
Or for the movies, it's just like Iron Man's like, "Hey, read Moby Dick, you'd like it." All right, okay, cool. Finally gets to his
motherfucker.
Captain Ahab and his fucking motherfucking whale. Never gonna know if he fucking gets that whale. It's more of an R. Kelly, but
yeah,
just
I don't know if that was more of an R. Kelly or not.
I don't know much about culture.
Okay, so what's your story from work?
All right, cool. So these kids come in, right?
Yep.
And you know those little cheap little things where it's random, like it'd be like Harry Potter or something, and you open it up. It's like, oh, I got Neville again.
Yep.
They were opening it up and just chucking it on the ground.
Oh, jeez.
Kick them out, and then like an hour later, they come back in.
Yep.
And I'm just like, hey, they're coming back in, heads up. They turn around. The manager's right next to me. They walk out and like, can I check your bags? And they're just like, yeah, thanks, Jordan. And I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm still like, see, I told you the name tags were a bad idea, and ripped off the name tag and walked off.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Like the manager there like has a sense of humor, that one. So it's like, you check the bags, so it's fine. He's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Was there anything in the bags?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's just they came in thinking, oh, we can sneak in. And like, I see your mustache disguise.
Okay, they were sneaking in.
Yeah, like it was during the day, so it was pretty much just they were skipping school. So,
yeah. Get out of here before we call the police.
Why are you being such a dick? It's a job. What's a job? It's like prison, except you get paid for time served.
Sick. All right. Well, yeah, I also watched Captain Marvel. I think that was a highlight of my week.
Pretty much.
I also like being one of the few people in, my workplace that have seen it like before anyone else.
Yeah.
So you get to work and you're like, I've seen it. And you're like, you look around for someone that has seen it. You see that little glow in their eye and you're like, hey, have you seen Captain Marvel? And they're like, yeah, I've seen it.
How was
and then
it?
there's always that one motherfucker that's just like, no spoilers. And I'm like, oh, when are you going to watch it this weekend? And they're like, oh, no, I don't know yet. What sort of person are you? I hate people like that. I give people a week to watch it. And if you haven't given it a week and you haven't seen it in the week, then you're going to get spoiled. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to talk about it in front of you. You're a piece of shit.
It's the modern times. Like the second it came out, there was like an article like, let's talk about that end credit scene.
Yeah,
I got you.
And like, stop pretending like you care so much. If you cared, you'd watch it in the first week.
Yeah, pretty much. So,
and if you really, really cared and you had a hard on for Brie Larson, you'd watch it twice in 2 days.
Debatable. If it was Iron Man, I would watch it 3 times in the weekend.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
But that's for Pepper Potts. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, Pepper Potts. Nothing to do with the chiseled, nicely groomed Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, I thought you were going to say War Machine. Don Cheadle.
No, I do Happy Hogan, just Jon Favreau. Hey, I'm in my movie now, eh?
So, we won't talk about it this week.
No. Give him a week.
Exactly.
Yeah,
we're going to give him a week. Yeah, it's the internet. Yeah. It's the modern age. We know most people like to listen to this on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
Which is...
And a lot from England, which I don't know if it's opening yet in England, so...
Yeah, exactly. I'm sorry, Europe, for your weird release dates.
Yeah, it's okay.
we just ahead of the curve a bit, and we get to watch these things.
Very culturally progressive in
Very
Australia.
lucky here. Very lucky. Yeah. So I mean, like, this week is like, just flown by because of that. I was just like looking forward to that one thing.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel.
Marvel.
So and I'm gonna have to add my weekly story in, which is this whole week I've been focusing on pizza,
Oh yeah.
eating,
Mm-hmm.
and also studying the science of dough.
I just imagine you're in some classroom. There's like an old Italian nonna. So I don't know what you're saying.
I'm sorry, I don't speak Italian, man. What was that? What did you say?
It means you're kneading the dough too much.
It's true. You can knead the dough too much. That's
Exactly,
one thing
there
I've
you go.
learned.
Yeah. That's why she got pissed off at you.
So luckily you were there yesterday for the results. So I made the dough on Friday, and then I let it like sit and do its thing over 24 hours. And then on Saturday,
Sitting for 24
you're
hours?
supposed to let it like kind of the yeast activate essentially.
Cool.
What the yeast likes to do is the yeast likes to eat sugars and the flour, and it kind of grows and it releases CO2.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a live thing,
Mm-hmm.
just like we do. We release CO2, and that creates bubbles and gives it some sort of like fermentation essentially.
Nice. I
That's
like
really
that.
cool.
I like the science.
Yeah, there's a
behind
really
it.
cool science behind it. I think that was what interested me the most. There are a lot of famous pizza chefs that are like, I don't know, I've just been making pizza for so long, it's not a science for me anymore. It's like it's my job.
It's my job and it's magic.
Yeah. So I was doing that, and so you got to reap the benefits of that.
Mm-hmm.
Part of my journey.
Don't tell me you're laced with LSD, man. Please don't.
You seemed to be fine yesterday.
Oh no, I went to bed. I'm just like, what the?
The tomato, basil. But so the story I wanted to get to was a little bit of a confession that I almost burnt down the house.
That was fine. I was
So in order for my pizza to crisp and cook perfectly, I thought my oven is not hot enough.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, what I'll do is I'll use my barbecue. I have a pizza stone that I can put in the barbecue. What that does is it creates like a really good temperature on the stone,
Mm-hmm.
and it cooks the bottom as well as the top. The top because of the oven,
Which is
top sort of thing.
preferable. It's not Domino's or anything.
Yeah.
Where, like the top's cooked and the bottom is just.
Yeah, exactly. So I wanted that nice crispy bit at the bottom. So we did it.
Mm.
But like every other person, maybe my barbecue wasn't the cleanest. And I turned on the heat, as you do. You're supposed to do this. At least this is what I was told. You clean it while it's on. You turn it on, it gets all the juices loose
Really?
and running, and you
That's
kind of just scrape it down and everything like that. Now, the one oversight that I had was I forgot about the grease tray at the bottom. And the grease tray, that's what caught fire while I was priming the heat. So it was out on my balcony. I was in my kitchen, and I look out at my balcony, and I see this. It's not regular smoke. It's not that clear white smoke that you see when the Pope is chosen. It was like, we're still waiting for a Pope sort of smoke. And I'm like, that's not right. Ran out, and it looked bad. I felt like if anyone was driving by at that point, I was like, there's definitely a 000 call happening right now.
I just imagine your neighbors up at the top, sort of like, oh shit, oh no, bro, oh they're choosing a new pope. Oh, I hope it's not Cardinal Pell, but knowing them, don't be surprised. You guys okay? Yeah, we're fine. We're just idiots. Oh, all right, cool. Well, as long as you give me a slice, we're all hunky dory, mate.
I feel like at that point it was really interesting. I wasn't very hesitant when it came to it. I saw the smoke and I made action.
Oh, you did.
I ran into the smoke. I turned off all the flames. I even like reached under and turned off the gas bottle because I didn't want that to somehow, trigger an explosion. While I was twisting the knob, I'm like, what if this just blows up right in my face now?
I was thinking the exact same thing.
That's the end of me. And I was like looking at it. My eyes were open all the way, like, because I'm like, it's on. Like,
Yeah.
it's life or death sort of situation. And I'm looking at it going, what? It could just shrapnel blow me up. I'm dead. That's it.
That image hit my head, and I'm just imagining
Me
visiting
too.
you in hospital, sort of like giving you like the burnt coin.
Yeah. No, it's that
sorry,
you give me
Jake.
the burnt pizza.
I was thinking,
Because the pizza was half made, so
Yeah.
it's on the desk.
I'm sorry, Jake.
It's on the desk ready to go in, and it was half done, and you're like, I can't eat it now, Jake.
I
What
love
do
it
you
how
want me
you're
to do?"
two-faced in this situation,
Yeah.
and I'm always
Yeah, so I twist it and the fire's still going because it's actually the things inside the barbecue that are causing the fire to go. And we look at it for a bit and we just like we shut the door so the smoke doesn't come into the house. And it's just like, fuck, we just got to fill up a pot of water and just douse it. It wasn't one of those flames where if you add water to it, it gets worse.
Yeah,
I knew it wasn't that. Like, just by the way the smoke was there and everything like that, I'm like, we got this. So, dousing it, and it was like a load off my back.
And,
It felt
and
so
another
good.
thing is when you put the water down, I'm like, watch out for this team.
Yeah, that's like, watch your beautiful eyes. We need those lips for the podcast.
Actually, Jake died yesterday. I've just been doing the voices the whole time.
But because it was all doused, I felt quite confident in turning on the barbecue again, and we primed the stone and we made the pizza.
Like our prom night, we got there at the end.
So I made the pizza, Jordan. What's your review on my pizza?
You used
Be as nice as, like, you don't have to be nice. You just be
no,
as
it was,
critical as you want.
It's all right.
Yeah, go.
I can. He's got a Domino's without the smoke inhalation, you know. No, but I'm really shitting on Domino's. Like I bashed them and then I sort of built them up.
Yeah.
Sort of negging Domino's
Yeah.
right now. Come at me, bro. No, it was really
Don't at me.
you used mozzarella, which was the shredded form, and
Yeah,
then
shredded
you used
form of it.
mozzarella, which
Like-
was in the sort of
Yeah, like a
liquidy.
low moisture content one, and then I also did a bocconcini one, like, which was sitting in water. I did that the second time we made the pizza.
The second time, first one I loved.
Mm-hmm.
Second one I thought, it's a bit,
Gluggy.
gluggy.
Like, yeah.
But it was good gluggy. Like it's sort of the ones like I don't know if you do this, but if you go out on a date or something, like you get the gluggiest pizza, so it's like, oh look, I'm having fun eating, blah 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 blah, and you can see how fun they are,
People like to see the cheese stretch.
Yeah,
when you're
cheese
pulling it
stretch,
away.
pull it out, and
Yeah.
you're sort of like having fun. And
Yeah.
I'm like, that's the most one I had fun at. And we
Ah.
watched, we were watching Rocky 5.
Yeah.
And
That's a good segue.
that was a stringy. That was a stringy movie, but
That's
I liked
true.
it.
It strings you through all the way to 6 episodes. Like Star Wars. Wow.
Wow.
But let's just get back to the pizza. We'll go to Rocky right after
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
I
would
learned
gladly-
a lot. I learned a lot from that experience.
I did too.
And I made everything. I made the dough. I made the sauce. I bought the cheese because I'll make mozzarella at some point.
You bought the cheese, mate?
Yeah, I bought the cheese. Okay, you got to give me a break. You
Oh,
got to give me a break
man.
somewhere. I didn't make the fucking basil, but
Smashing.
basil. But yeah.
Boom, boom.
So I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope to get better at it.
Yeah.
Hopefully there is a YouTube video coming up about it soon on my YouTube channel, Mr. J himself.
Hey, I'm just here to, but I don't know how to do
That's been my goal. That's been my goal for like the whole time I've had a YouTube channel. I wanted to have some sort of cooking.
You did.
Show.
Like,
Yeah, but that's an
20.
old one from high school. Yeah. Where I fake cut myself and bleed all over the
that's
place.
where you become a man in that. Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, baby.
I'm cut. Mommy.
I love you now.
Mommy.
Live it up about your love, baby. I don't know why you're very white.
Mommy, I cut myself. I need a Band-Aid.
But that
Where are the
phase-
Rugrats Band-Aids, Mommy?
But that phase of you cutting yourself was serious, and we'll be doing a future episode on that.
Okay, man.
You okay still?
I'm alright, man.
All right, cool, man. All right.
Shut the fuck up.
You okay?
Shut the fuck up.
I'm just building zeal
Not
for
in front
you.
of these people, man. Don't tell them.
Fuck, where'd you come from? 16 people.
All right, well, then you've already dropped the ball here, but let's talk about it. We watched...
I watched Rocky
Yesterday, we
Balboa.
watched 3 Rocky movies.
Oh, we did. Oh my god.
Yeah. I was so proud of you, the stamina that you showed.
I could watch all of them together. It was just I could.
See, this is really fun. I was so okay, we watched 4, 5, and 6.
Yes.
And 6 being the Rocky Balboa one.
Rocky Balboa.
It wasn't Roman numeraled.
Yeah.
It was one of those sequels where they just take the name like Rambo and then start all over again. Oh wait, that's
Rambo.
another Sylvester. It must be a Sylvester Stallone trick.
Rambo Last Blood. That's the name of the new Rambo.
I know.
Last Blood.
What do you like? So you went from not knowing any Rocky to getting all the Rocky.
Yeah. I'm gonna not talk about. I'm just gonna say right now, Rocky Balboa, because that's kind of like my pick. I have
Yeah.
a lot to say on that,
Alright.
and we're gonna talk about 4 and 5.
Yeah.
4, I liked, but as everyone says this, it's just most of it's just a montage. Like, it's literally 30 minutes of storyline. They need what? How long are these movies? An hour and 15, 20?
an hour and a half-ish.
They only have 30 minutes of actual storyline,
Yep.
and then the rest is just montage.
Yep.
And it's like, I don't know why I like it, but it's sort of just maybe because it's all in the pop culture. Like, it must break you.
When you brought that to my attention, that it was all montage. My world was flipped upside down. I felt like Will Smith in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
I watched my Rocky movies, and I had to see all the montages in Rocky 4.
You don't get it, right?
What?
In the first lyrics of the theme song, he's like, "This is a story all about how my life got flipped and upside down." Sorry, that's all I was saying. I don't know what you were doing.
I was doing like...
I don't want to have to explain my jokes.
All right, I was just trying to add on to it, but all right.
Didn't need it. Okay. So when you said that, my life got flipped, turned upside down, and I started thinking about all the other Rocky movies that were directed by Stallone. Because the first two weren't.
No.
The first two were directed by the guy that did Karate Kid.
Oh, yeah.
Directed Karate Kid.
Yeah.
I looked that up. I thought it was interesting. Because it kind of matches the whole fighting story and then the underdog sort of thing.
Yeah, actually.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
It was good. But as soon as Stallone got it, it was, to me, I like inside, I was like, holy shit, these films are all his, like, almost like his college degrees. Like, where, like, these, like, let's focus, each episode, I keep saying episode, each movie will focus on a new way of showing storytelling in film. And so, like, the first one that he made was the third one. Mm-hmm. And it was like, you were bringing it up, it's like, it has a problem presented, and then immediately in the next scene he solves it. Yeah. It was like little snippets of parts of his life where he was like, "Oh man, I can't, like, so someone's teasing me because I can't read. I read a book." Like, I'm really poor and I don't have a car. I learned to drive a car, sort of thing. And then the fourth one came, and it was just all montages. And he's like, "Okay, montage about, like, you know, all the way up to." The fight with Apollo Creed and Ivan Drago, and then there was, even before that fight, a dance scene where it was a full James Brown song. The fight, which was a montage itself, and then there was the fight scene, and then I think that's when narrative came. There was like a bit of that. What was it called? Like, staring at Draco and looking back. And
Drago, because when you say Draco, I'm
saying
thinking,
Draco.
wait until my father hears about this.
So, yeah, looking at Drago and he's looking at him, and there's like a bit of narrative and a bit of news reports going on.
Yeah.
And then bam, into another montage of him driving, and then having flashbacks of all the good times that he had and everything like that. And then it goes into a little bit of narrative where he's like, "I'm gonna fight him," and he's like, "No, don't fight him." And then he goes into the car again, and then has another moment where he's like thinking about it.
I remember that differently, really. I mustn't be paying, because in my mind it went from Apollo Creed's death, driving angry, and then it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna fight him, and there's the press conference.
But he had to tell his wife.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And then it went to the press conference. Then it was again the montage of getting to Russia. Then it was a montage of like being there without Adrian. And then Adrian shows up, a little bit of talking, and then another montage. It was just all montage, and it blew my mind. I was just like, holy shit. That was 4. Then 5 came. And he showed that he showed the his skills in growth.
Yeah.
That he could do 2 storylines at once, and then show some sort of juxtaposition, but also how parallel the stories run together. So his son having problems at school and beating up the bully and training up to beat the bully, and then him also having that Tommy Gunn story. It was like, it was so amazing how there was 2 films in that one one movie, and then Rocky Balboa came.
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to touch on it too much because I know you have your thing about it right now. But everything was solved by a monologue from Sylvester Stallone. There was a problem presented. He spoke for like at least 5 minutes, and they're like, "Okay,
I'll do it."
And then it solved everything. And so these were his university projects.
Pretty much.
This is my growth in filmmaking. Can I make Rambo now?
I was looking at a lot of Stanislavski. You know, he's like a monologue guy, so, you know, I'm doing monologue.
So, being fresh on fresh legs and now seeing them and taking that ride?
It's good because I don't think I would have such a response if I was watching them if I was watching it in the 70s, 80s.
Yeah, waiting for.
I think it'd be oh, it's not as good as the other one because, by watching him in sequence, sort of binging him, it's sort of I can see the growth.
Yeah,
and I'm like, okay, I like it. He's very, as you said, it's like his student fucking projects. He's just well, I saw the A-Team. I thought, I'll fight Mr. T. We cool, And in the Ivan Drago fight, speaking of growth, he fucking spine busters Ivan Drago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
wait, what?
You know how he sort of grabs onto him and he pushes him to the ground?
Yeah.
So his spine busters seems I learned that from Hulk Hogan.
Yeah. He's learning.
Yeah. But it's I respect these movies because 5 is just shit on. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yep. I really enjoyed 5 because 5 is where Rocky works best, as you said when we were watching it. I like Rocky when he's sort of a little bit down the outs. When he's rich, it's great. But it's sort of just
it loses the charm.
It loses the charm where it's
right.
okay, this guy's rich and he deserves to be rich because he's good. But it's, you know what I mean? I kind of like him in the dump. So when he goes back to Philly, it just because out of all of them, 3 is my least favorite one.
That's fair.
I just don't it feels maybe I don't know if that was Stallone's
his first student film.
Yeah, fair enough. But I don't know if that was his first film Stallone directing. I don't know, maybe he directed something beforehand.
There's plenty of time between.
You could just it was 98% missing the 2% of the movies.
Yeah.
4 was very silly, but it worked. I don't know. 5 just seems like the movie he actually wanted to make.
Yeah.
And I respect these movies because 5 was so critically panned. He could have easily been he did a Ponzi scheme and he got out in the right time, and he becomes a millionaire again. And it's oh, look, I'm rich. No, he just buys a restaurant. So it sort of feeds on every single one. Good, the bad, goes on.
Yeah. I think the thing that was most important about him was his heart.
Yes.
And the fact that he doesn't really... I think he learnt this from Adrian, that money isn't everything. I think he said it actually in 4. She's like, what about everything we have? He's like, these things aren't everything I have. And all that sort of stuff. He's like, yeah, just being the fact that he learns that reputation is more important than money.
Yes.
And that's what he tries to tell Tommy Gunn. But then Tommy Gunn...
is a dick.
Doesn't follow the rules.
Well, there's a real beautiful...
Doesn't have Rocky's heart. He can copy Rocky all he wants with the fights, but he does not have his heart.
And,
you bum!
You bum! You little pug! No, there was a beautiful line between Adrian and Rocky in 5 where he's going to the gym and she's going to a pet stop job. And he's just like, yo, do we ever live Philly? And she's like, I don't know. And it's I like it's, you know what I mean? You can't take out your... I'm going to say roots, you know what I mean? Your heart's still in Philly. You can be this, I don't know. It's just a really beautiful line.
live in California, but you always be Philly in the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great film series. If anyone who hasn't watched it, watch it.
And also Rocky Balboa has probably what I think is the most important quote in the world.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for you to do it. Just do it.
It isn't about how hard you can get hit. It's about how hard you get hit and keep moving forward. It's the best freaking line in the world. And I didn't know it was from Rocky Balboa. I thought it was something Mickey said early on. But it isn't. It's something purely from... And this is his monologues. You know what I mean? It's a part of all of his monologues that he had. I'm like... I actually he's like... I had this weird no, it wasn't goosebumps. I get goosebumps only at the end of the Rocky films. But it was just this weird moment where I'm just like, holy shit. He's a genius.
He is.
I was making these whole comparisons in my mind while watching all of them going, this is just Fast and Furious, but in the 70s. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Fast and Furious doesn't have heart. This does. Everyone says...
Well, you never watched Fast and Furious then.
Okay, let's do it. Wow. And, you get the
I say that because Fast and Furious started off on this one storyline. And then they made a whole bunch of movies, obviously, because there's Fast 9 now or whatever. And they kind of spawn off and they go a bit outrageous.
Yeah.
Just like Rocky did.
Yeah, I just want to hear our fans just sort of like all 17 of you Grady's Rock is just going to be his Vin Diesel.
Yeah, Rocky's Vin Diesel.
It's family. I went to Cuba.
But yeah, I don't know. Email us in at napodpod. napodpod at gmail.com.
I just work here, mate.
And let us know what your experiences with Rocky is, or if you've watched them after we've spoken about them. That would be cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I just like I like seeing Jordan and how he reacts to him, because it's like getting a second pair of eyes on something that you've been watching or looking at for a very long time.
Yeah, I wish I was in Fresh.
Yeah,
that was the only problem, because it's sort of
you
like
kind of had the.
I know I know. Blah
Yeah.
blah.
Well,
blah,
that's
blah.
why I'm very excited about Creed for you.
Yeah, I know.
Which we'll watch very soon.
I know nothing about 2, so I'm so excited about 2.
Yeah, me too. I know nothing about 2 as well. Like I only vaguely knew that it was out already, and it was been out for a while, and then I was like, oh, Dolph Lundgren's in it. That's gonna be interesting. All right, so we did a big chunk there.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You know, we did that classic podcast thing where two guys have an opinion on a movie, which I'm trying to like not do because it's really annoying sometimes.
Sorry.
Everyone has to have an opinion on a movie.
They're like assholes.
Just watch movies, man. Just watch them. That's all I have to say.
Just watch comedy, man.
Just
you know?
don't even threat, because like, you know, an hour later you can watch another one.
Yeah.
It's Netflix, man. It's streaming. You don't have a cap on your downloads. Just watch them, you silly.
You silly girls, just watch them.
All right, you didn't have to go gay.
I didn't
That
go
was
gay.
that was really offensive.
That was your mind. You went there.
I can't
was just
believe you
doing
did
a
that.
guy. I was just doing a guy.
All right,
You
Jordan, what
just-
do we do next?
Ads.
Yeah.
Hey.
And I have an ad here for oh, here we go. Do you have an ad? Because we have ad space for you. Here at Not Another Podcast, we give you 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes and a half. Maybe Wayne can read it. I don't know. Sorry, dude, when was this filmed? Because why is Wayne referenced in the ad?
Yeah, exactly, man.
I don't, like,
Don't
he's
do
gone.
that. Dude,
we can't find him.
Dude, the Kerr family hates me now.
The who?
The Kerr. That's his
Kerr
last
family.
name. Wayne Kerr.
Why didn't you ever tell me this?
It came up.
It came up.
Numerous times.
I was never listening.
You met his mother, Fu.
I like mute you in my headphones because you yell a lot when Wayne's around. You've been so calm lately. It feels
You
great.
did spin class with the mother, Fu Kerr.
Fuka.
Yeah, she's Swedish.
Oh, the one that actually runs it.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I didn't ask her name. She never says what her
Have
name
you
is.
ever met my girlfriend?
You have a girlfriend?
Yeah. Fa.
Far.
Kerr.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, this is so confusing.
The Kerr family.
The Kerr family. I've
God.
never met them.
Don't-
I barely met Wayne. What do you expect?
You have no interest in my life. Just do the ad space, man. This is
Okay,
just...
yeah. Contact us at napodpod at gmail.com for any ad space. We're doing it real cheap, sometimes even for free. Ah, shit. Why did he write that? Sometimes even for free. We're trying to make money. Okay,
I
and we're
haven't
back.
seen Wayne for... Oh, hey.
Yeah, I have not seen Wayne in a while.
I know it's... He's turned off his phone. He never does that. It's just... he's moved
I'm
out.
very worried. Did you see my tweet?
I did.
Yeah, I posted. I had to see because I haven't seen him.
It's like looking in a mirror
And
at that picture.
I've gotten people liking it, but no one's really saying anything.
So I guess they
So
know.
I feel like they know where he is.
It's the wanker conspiracies.
All right, next up. What's next, Jordan?
Headlines.
Headlines.
Wow.
I'm so proud of Jordan. All right, so I'm going to start off a bit today.
Shoot, my man.
There's one that's like super interesting to me, and it's a bit sciencey.
Oh,
We're
I got a
getting a bit-
sciencey one too. That's
We're
good.
getting a bit sciencey today. Do you like astrology?
Yes.
What about astronomy?
Ooh.
I've forgotten which one is the worst one.
What were the options again?
There's astrology and astronomy.
Astronomy. It's like gnocchi. Gnocchi.
Gnocchi.
Gnocchi is like, say it properly. Then
Yeah.
why put a G there?
So there's one that is obviously full of shit, and one is based on the science.
Astronomy, I think, is the study of stars.
I'm
Astrology,
I'm giggling.
I think, is like star signs. But I could be wrong.
Astrology.
Really professional here, guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I have to look this up. Yeah, astrology is the horoscopes.
Yeah.
based on lies.
Astronomy is...
And astronomy is the science. Cool. It's a bit of astronomy for you, Jordan. There have been recent reports that a flat earther has accidentally proven that the Earth is round. They bought a $20,000 gyroscope. So have you heard of a gyroscope?
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
it's a series of spinning discs.
Yeah,
and
isn't
everything
that
like
on
that.
boats and stuff?
Yeah,
too?
yeah, a lot of that just to find out where your location is
Yeah.
and kind of where your ship is kind of balanced.
Yeah.
So they bought what's supposed to happen theoretically is every hour your gyroscope is supposed to rotate 15 degrees to show that we've shifted
Yeah, the movement of the Earth.
Earth.
Okay.
Yes. So obviously 24 hours 360 degrees, right? So what they did is they were like, "Oh, there's a $20,000 one that exists that is even more accurate and we need to get that." They spent $20,000 on the most accurate gyroscope you can get that like people use it in space and it's used for all sort of like ace combat sort of stuff.
I already know where this is going, I guess.
And they're like, it rotates. And they're like, oh shit. All right, well maybe it's the heavenly powers that are causing some sort of thing. They think it's like coming from the sky, this like thing that's affecting it. They're like trying to figure out how do we block that from getting some sort of heavenly, because they think they think that's reading not the rotation of Earth, but just gravity in general. So they put it into this case, this like vacuumed case or something like that, to see if it's that. And they keep an eye on it. They pull it out. Sure enough, it's freaking rotated. It's amazing. And so now, like, because they can't just believe themselves, they're trying to get this other thing made out of like a crystallized thing that should block every sort of even sort of external forces, like, you know,
It blocks
magnetism and all
negative
that sort of
energy.
stuff.
Why isn't it blocking this energy?
Oh my god, negative. It also blocks their brains apparently. But yeah, so even though they've proven to themselves with a $20,000 piece of equipment that the Earth is a globe and it's rotating, they still try to disprove
Spend
that.
a $20,000 telescope and you can look at any planet and see that it's all
Yeah,
round.
but they're like, we can observe those planets though. We can't observe Earth, can we? There we go. You know what I mean? They're pieces of shit, dude.
Oh my god.
They're pieces of shit.
I do hope there was a return policy for the $20,000 gyroscope.
I don't know what you do after it. How do you repurpose that?
No, I mean, like, just sort of like, oh, I don't think I'm going to refund it. Okay. But all the tests they did probably went over the 28 days.
The 28-day return
28-day
policy.
return policy.
What's the return policy on a piece of equipment like that? All right. Well, that's my first one.
They spent $20,000. Sorry, I'm just trying to work it out myself.
That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And they proved it. Well, you could, if you wanna use, and like, so let's just talk about sample size and science and all that sort of stuff. If they're trying to be legitimate, they would definitely do that. Imagine if it was like, oh, we made just these big wheels out of like wood and hay, and it spins a little. So we don't know about that. It's inconclusive because we made it.
Yeah.
So this time they got the scientific equipment to figure it out.
I got it, but
Yeah.
it's just you can't write this shit.
I'm ready to move on to your next
Okay,
headline.
all right.
Do you want to go with the science one?
We'll go for science one.
Yeah, science section.
A man has become the second person to apparently be cured of HIV.
Wow.
Which is cool. And the way they do it is bone marrow from a guy who apparently has a genetic mutation that's, I don't know if he's resistant to HIV, but it doesn't affect him the way it would everyone else. I'm not too sure what the genetic mutation is, but essentially he'd be resistant to it. So they put the bone marrow surgically, and then it sort of represses the HIV disease, which is amazing. They did one in 2005 where apparently he was cured.
Yeah.
And it's been, 13 years, and he hasn't come up with it at all. So looks like that guy with the recessive gene is going to become a billionaire.
So, one question.
Yeah.
HIV, was it specifically in his bone marrow, or did it like, was it kind of like giving him a little bit of that power and then it like started flushing out to his whole body? That's the confusing part there.
I would think the bone marrow would be like a transplant,
Wow.
and then the
And then
body's just like, ooh, and then
And it's like, that's how you do it. and then started doing it.
It'd be just like
That's pretty cool.
distribute sort of.
I'm not gonna lie, I saw that headline and I
Yeah.
didn't look into it any further because I'm like, that's cool that they did that, but what about the third person?
No, but it's like it's really like,
it's
as you
very
sort of
cool.
said, like the what do you call it when you have to, the sample size.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it's going to work for everyone.
Yeah,
And they're
exactly.
being very optimistic, but it's to the point where it's like, we're not going to say it's a cure, but that's our evidence.
Yep.
We're going to take it further.
Yep.
And it's amazing. Like, what else has been cured in our lifetime?
Yep.
That probably something, but but like, it's amazing. It's really cool. Like, I don't know. It feels like it's a nice, bright future.
Yeah, it's nice, especially when relating to
Sex.
not relating to sex, relating to Rocky again.
Oh, my
Tommy
God.
Gunn passing away from Rocky 5.
2013, dude.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. Yeah.
that could have been avoided if
I'm just like,
we had these solutions.
imagine they make it pill form and we time travel and we time travel to the past, like maybe the 80s.
Yeah, because you're saying that. Oh no, because you're saying that we did, and then he went for his second test and it was negative.
Well, there you go.
But then
Could be live.
But then he got it again, the idiot.
I was.
I'm just-
I love how you go for Tommy Gunn. That's the first person you want to say from me. It's Tommy Gunn from Rocky 5.
Wait, who would you go for?
I'd go to Freddie Mercury. Come back in the past, like, did you do anything, Jordan? No, I didn't. Go back to the future. It's like, Queen released a new album. Oh my God. And it's like 80-year-old Freddie Mercury doing bop, 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 bop. It's like,
no.
Jordan, what'd you do? I have 30 years of new Queen songs I can listen to now. Thank you. Is what you should be
man.
saying.
Holy crap. I never even thought about Freddie Mercury.
Mm.
Oh, maybe I'd give it to Elton John.
He doesn't have AIDS.
Oh, whoops.
Oops. Well, now he does. How the fuck did you do that? I got
Time
him
travel.
Freddie Mercury
I
together.
love how, like, how long have we had the cure for AIDS before we get time travel? I love how that was just an automatic. We got that now.
So we got AIDS cured. Time travel? Maybe World War III next. I don't know.
Sweet. So my next one is R. Kelly. R. Kelly has been released from jail and has to pay multiple people to the full extent of $161,000 of child support. Apparently he's got other kids, but this is all linked with his crazy meltdown on I think I don't even know what the show was called.
Good Morning America?
I don't know
Something like
what
that?
it was.
Yeah.
I think it was. No, it was on something on CBS. Gayle King. I think that's her name. Gayle King, the thing. But yeah, oh my God. I don't know if you've heard any of the...
Well, I think you're going to play the audio
Oh,
now.
I'm going to play the audio
Okay.
right now. Just bringing it up because it's on my YouTubes. Here we go.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that you have never held anybody against their will.
I don't need to. Why would I?
Well,
How stupid would
You've never
it be
held
for
anybody-
R. Kelly, with all I've been through in my way, way past, to hold somebody, let alone 4, 5, 6, 50, you said. Why, how stupid would I be to do that?
I didn't say you
That's
were holding...
stupid, guys.
I didn't-
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense. Don't forget the blogs. Forget how you feel about me. Hate me if you want to, love me if you want, but just use your common sense. How stupid would it be for me to, with my crazy past and what I've been through, right now I just think I need to be a monster and hold girls against their will, chain them up in my basement, and don't let them eat and don't let them out unless they need some shoes down the street from their uncle.
Robert,
Stop it. Y'all
From their
playing.
uncle?
I have no idea what
Playing.
that means, dude.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life.
He goes crazy. That's when he stands up and screams. Now, usually I don't do this, but I'm gonna have to break on a little remix because it's R. Kelly. Okay. Oh damn! I'm just gonna quickly find it here.
Jake, the
Here we
constant
go. So
professional.
this is R. Kelly.
I need somebody to help me not have a big heart. Y'all killing me with this. I'm the end of my career. You're killing me, man. Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid.
That's stupid.
I flew in on a helicopter. I flew in on a helicopter.
Can somebody give us some tissue?
Oh, look. I'm telling y'all.
Dude, this shot, he's just melted.
I flew
He's
in
like
on a
gone.
helicopter.
You haven't got any water?
He's gone. So, I mean, like, this is just everyone has been talking about it. It's so good to hear him address it. I sat next to someone at work the other day, and he was telling me, he was like, that we were talking about the whole R. Kelly peeing on people thing, and he was like, how stupid do you have to be to get peed on? Like, as soon as I see pee, I'm gonna be like, swerve, like, that ain't, nope, I'm not doing that. Like, what are you?
Nope.
I think, like, he's like, who's gonna just turn to it and lean into that sort of action? I don't know. People like it.
I can't answer that.
It's
But
very funny. But yeah, R. Kelly is out of jail, and he is. I think he's doing the Kavanaugh thing, where he's just completely denying it 100% and saying how stupid it is. Why would that even happen?
Or you think he's gonna be like, you got me?
That is true, but he's melting down. He's crying, breaking down. It's amazing. I just like I want to see him make an R&B opera out of this, being like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I didn't do it. You know, just doing that stuff all the time.
I'd listen to it just for the
yeah.
value, you know.
I got out of a helicopter. The next thing I knew, I was arrested. I was in jail for weeks. I didn't pay child support. I got out of jail. And then I went down the park. I had an interview on CBS. I got on there. And then I got there. And then she accused me of doing all this crazy shit. I'm sorry. I didn't do it. Sorry, I did do it.
No, continue.
That was great.
We have 45 minutes to play.
I just love the fact that this is headlines and I've found a bit out of it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is what we do.
Could have easily gone for the P jokes, but you went for the whole opera. I applaud
But
you.
good job. Good job, R. Kelly. Great defense. All right, next
Yeah,
up.
he doesn't look guilty at all. This is just a little bit of casting news.
Oh.
So apparently word on the street is the movie Suicide Squad is going to be lightly rebooted because James Gunn of Guardians of the Galaxy fame is doing Suicide Squad, which is pretty much DC's Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyway, William Will Smith,
Wall Small.
isn't doing Deadshot anymore. It's going to be played by Idris Elba.
Fucking get a job, Idris Elba. Get the fuck out of my screen. I hate this. I hate it so much. He's just, isn't he supposed to be James Bond? Is that happening or not?
I think it's just people want him to be James Bond. He's on the list.
If he isn't going to be James Bond, do it. Go ahead. But stop it. Stop it. Settle down, Idris Elba.
Well, he wouldn't. Well, yeah, but
Settle down.
settle down.
You've already ruined a really good popular franchise for us.
It's a bit unfair
Dark Tower.
to blame him on the Dark Tower.
Is it though?
Partly, yes.
Is it though?
But putting
The
the whole
gunslinger is not black.
I like Idris Elba, so I got a dog in this fight, but I
Just
don't
because you like that. What's that show?
Luther.
Luther. Yeah. My
The
first
semen all over the wall.
The first time that I had anything to like, if he was in anything that I was watching, was The Office.
Oh yeah, he was in The Office.
Yeah.
And Thor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was good in Thor, but he didn't play much of a character. No. But get the fuck out of the screen, man. Get a job. Go DJ somewhere. He made a song recently, and someone came up to me and like, "Oh, have you heard Idris Elba's new song?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll listen to it later." Fuck, no, I won't.
You didn't listen to it?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, boom, 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 DJing, boom, boom, boom,
Apparently
acting,
it's him rapping.
Boom, boom. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't rap, so.
Oh, yeah. Is that if that was rapping? Yeah.
Sure. I wasn't rapping. That was just that's how I imagine DJs are. Yo, do play my playlist. Boom, boom, boom.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not really
amazing.
Obviously, I didn't go to Ibiza.
Is that
Nightlife in Ibiza? Pretty much. That's not my big one. Is at the end. But if you want to,
no.
What's your? You got another?
No. Next up, we have
ads.
Oh, do you have another headline?
I have another headline.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
that's what I was
thought
asking you.
Had
I don't have one.
All right, cool. So in
practice.
wrestling news,
Interesting.
JR Jim Ross is officially leaving the WWE after 26 years of quality announcing.
Oh shit, that's that guy with the cowboy hat.
Yeah.
I know that guy.
By God,
He's a great announcer.
So you know,
that's sad. But like that's also great. He didn't die before he did it. He's just retiring.
yeah. So he's not retiring. He's just leaving WWE. So I
okay.
don't know if that means he's retiring
Or going to UFC.
Yeah.
Whichever.
McGregor's got him on the ropes. God
Dude,
damn.
I would listen to it, dude. He's so good. Oh, I
God.
love his voice. Like, man, you know, just like having all those WWE games like SmackDown versus Raw, and his voice being in the announcing.
He was the voice of a generation.
Yeah, he was. He was the
a few
voice
generations
of that
by the sounds of it.
Yeah, 26 years.
26 years.
What the hell? By God!
By God!
Oh no! Oh no!
He's been broken in half.
He's famous for the RKO scream, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
RKO.
He's doing RKO.
Vince, am I doing
That's
okay?
an old meme. Remember those ones? Who's the guy that does the RKO?
Randy Orton.
The Randy Orton memes. Remember those?
By God.
Like them just like CGing the RKO.
Yes,
into
yeah,
things
CGing
and people
parts of my face.
That's fucking amazing. Wow. Rip.
So,
Rip in peace.
Moment silence, which we've edited out. Let's move on.
Cool. So next up we have another ad.
An ad. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, it's May Bill, and they said I got free ad space, but I got nothing really to talk about. I got this straw hat. I bought it at the thrift store with my wife. We were buying something sexy for her because we like to role play. I like to be Jim Ross, and she likes to be Jerry the King Lawler, and we just have very vocal sex. But that's not the story right now. How long have I got left? 30 seconds? All right, we'll have to start paying after 30 seconds. Well, my wife left me, and all she left was this hat. Oh, my God, I did a ring around. That's so cool, yeah, so, yeah, come to my store.
All right, and we're back.
Where do you get these people, man?
Dude,
What
he
the
emailed he emailed me, man.
Seems like they came to you.
Yeah, they
came
do.
to our-
I didn't go to them. This guy emailed me. He must be a listener from Halakalani.
Dude, that was like 30 seconds, but I had to listen to the 5-minute story on how he got the hat.
Yeah,
At the thrift store.
thrift store, and apparently he owns it. Is that what it seemed like? Is that why I said come to my store?
I don't know what he says. Come to my store. Why would you? I'm
All right,
confused.
so guys,
man.
go to the thrift store, and that is, I think we'll tweet out later the address of the thrift store.
I think so because it seems like the hat purchasing and the store he owns are completely different, but he just doesn't differentiate them. I
think we should just tell everyone the thrift store that he went to.
Okay, let's do
If
that.
we can find out
We
where
can
that
find
is.
out.
All right.
Straw hat.
Straw Hat thrift store, and this leads us into That's Scary.
Oh my God. That's scary.
How'd you get here so quick?
I teleported. No, really, I was standing here the whole time.
What the hell? All right,
Yeah.
well, I'll give the mic over. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, hey guys, have you ever seen Jake sort of walking away? I thought Jordan was the hunk, but he's got an ass on him, Jake.
When Jake walks away, he looks like 4 loaves of bread all squeezed up in a small shirt.
Oh, I wish I had some of that pizza and bread.
Jake needs to lay off the carbs.
I think he needs to add them on. If we sort of take Jordan's body and Jake's and Jake's nose, perfect man.
Yeah, everything about Jake is pretty much based around his nose. His nose is his centerpiece.
He is. He's sort of like Lady Gaga in A Star Is Born, but less charming.
I think he's probably more charming in this case.
I think you have a dog in this fight. I don't know how, but you have a dog in this fight.
I only have cats.
I want Jordan to ravish me sexually.
I want Jake to get a bit older, and then I'll date him.
Oh, wow. You
Because-
like him older, eh?
Yeah. Can I tell you about the time I met my current boyfriend?
Your current boyfriend?
Yeah.
Oh, from last week.
I don't know.
I thought you were a old man in every port sort of girl. Why are you laughing?
I'm not laughing.
Wow.
You just hurt me deep.
Oh, really?
I can't believe you would shame me like that.
I'm sorry. Jordan's just been telling me stories.
Okay, so, well, about a week ago, I went to a job interview.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where was it?
This job interview was in a warehouse.
Oh, warehouse.
Yeah, and
That's where they store things for
yeah,
purchases.
but they converted it all to offices.
Did they?
Yeah, so I pressed the buzzer at the front,
Mm-hmm.
number 5.
5.
Yeah, and
That's
I go
a
in
noble
and I
number.
sit down on this leather couch. This person thought that this interview was so important that they decided to record it.
Did they?
And there were 3 cameras in multiple different
They
locations.
did everything good.
Really low angles.
Every nook and cranny.
Yeah. And this guy walked in and he really looks like a businessman, but his pants are easily ripping off. I swear.
I don't think this is a real interview.
Like, it looked like Velcro was holding his pants together.
Oh, that's a sexy look.
And I look up at him and I tell you, have you ever seen The Good, the Bad, the Ugly?
I fell asleep at the beginning, but go on.
Okay. Have you ever seen Gran Torino?
No. Is that the sort of Formula One racing?
No.
Oh, well,
Have you ever seen...
Go on.
I don't know. I've forgotten his name.
Who?
A very old actor.
Was he the one with the Velcro pants?
Yeah.
Oh
He
my-
reminded me of him. He was a spitting image. I just can't think of the name right now. Could you please help me? He's old. He
Clint
says,
Eastwood.
That's it.
Clint Eastwood?
Clint Eastwood. I was thinking Clive, and it was really annoying.
You mean Clint Eastwood?
Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood.
Now, he looked like he fell from the same tree.
The same tree.
He was old. He was
Yeah.
veiny.
Oh, yeah.
His knuckles were massive.
But they increased the sexual pleasure.
And he came up to me and he was like, "So you really want a job?" And I was too busy looking into his deep, veiny, bloodshot red eyes.
Oh, my God. those
And I
veins in
didn't
his eyes.
answer. And he said, "How badly do you want this job?" I still wasn't listening. I just look at him in the eyes. And then all of a sudden, I just lean in and go for the kiss. Before I knew it, his pants were off.
Because of the Velcro. Clint Eastwood did that to you? Clint Eastwood did that to you?
His name is not Clint Eastwood. His name is Brian.
Brian
Well
Eastwood.
Finger.
Wellfinger.
I have no idea, but
How well did
we
he
just
use
went for it.
How well did he use that finger?
Let me just say, those knuckles are as big as you think they are.
Wow.
And before you knew it, we were in love, and we were making love on 3 different angles.
Oh, really?
On the table,
High definition?
on the on the office chair, and also on that leather couch that I was talking about at the beginning.
Somebody tells me that couch isn't sanitary.
So I'm still waiting for a call back for that job interview.
You didn't get a call back.
Not yet, no.
God damn.
But I'd love to hear back from Brian Wellfinger.
You want to know something?
What?
I think we went to the same job interview.
Tell me, what happened to you?
I came in and I was sitting down on the couch, but the couch was all wet. I don't know why. It wasn't wet, like someone spilled a Coke.
Yeah, mine wasn't wet.
It was sort of like dry but wet. It had a sort of a tang to it.
That's weird.
I couldn't quite
Because
put
I was
my
on the
tongue-
couch right at the end.
Oh, well. Then he's sort of like, "You want to win a job interview?" And I'm like, "I'm in a job interview." He's like, "How badly do you want the job? How badly did the last person want him?" And he described everything that person did. And let's just say I won't be able to look at them in the eye anymore. I think I got the part.
Look. All right, well, that's the end of story time. I'm afraid that this one wasn't that scary. It was more of a love story.
I wouldn't call that love story. I just call that pornography.
How dare you measure a man like that?
Well, I tell you what I did. When he turned his back, I turned off all the cameras but one. It was the most unflattering angle.
You know what I did?
What?
I did. I did it all. I did everything,
Oh, yeah?
all the way, in an order that'll surprise you.
Well, my guy, he was sort of tired, so all I had to do was sort of manly show him the job. Mr. Clit Eastwood.
All right, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to go.
Yeah.
And we're back. Now that was fucking insane.
I'm still here.
You need to go.
I'm not gonna.
You need to go. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Jordan doesn't use his knuckles that deep anymore because he's
Just go.
got a big.
Go
penis.
away.
Hey, you come here. See you tonight.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You've got to stop meeting up with these people. Dude,
It's a living.
They're supposed to be following cold cases and paranormal activities. And what was that? I'm pretty sure they just went on the. I'm pretty sure they're on bangbus.com now.
Bangbus.com. I've never seen that.
Bangbus.com.
No, never.
I feel like they're gonna show up on the front page of. I have no fucking idea of Pornhub or something like that. That was just the most insane thing I've ever heard.
Well, the other one
Did
turned
she?
off.
Did she say she did ass to mouth
I think it's
in an
implied.
order that'll surprise you? What was that?
Should have went for that one. The other one just sort of jerks me
I
off.
don't want. What do you mean? What are you talking about, Jordan?
Nothing.
And I'm pretty sure the order was. I'm pretty sure he finished on the couch, and the couch was all sweaty and gross.
I kind of bought an old couch from like a warehouse.
Yeah.
It had a weird fishy smell.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ!
And now
Jordan.
I'm
leaving.
sort of putting
I'm
three
gone.
and three together, and
Right.
yeah.
I can't. I don't think I can go on. We're gonna have to go straight to recommendations.
Thank God.
All right, go.
Well, spoilers. I'm gonna do it.
Spoilers.
On, Rocky Balboa.
Rocky Balboa.
It's
The actual movie, Rocky
actually
Balboa. the
Rocky
sixth one.
6. Rocky 6. It's man, like sort of just a culmination of all the Rockies together. It was so cohesive. It just like I knew that was going to be the one. Like I just want to see the payoff because obviously Creed wasn't in mind when he did this. Like, so it's like the way I can describe it is Logan. You know what I mean? Like sort of you stayed with this character for X amount of years. You've seen the bad, the good, and now you kind of just. I kind of wanted a happy ending, and that was a happy ending. That he can I say who won the fight? Oh
Yeah.
he lost, right? And I'm like, that's why I like Stallone. He could have easily like, yeah, the old guy can beat up the young guy just as good, you know? Like he took it, he just took it on the chin and he did it. Like
he impressed he impressed Las Vegas, the people of Las Vegas, because he went all the way.
Yeah,
as an old man.
Exactly, and that's a beautiful sort of parallel to the first one where he loses. Yeah, and went all the way and lost. And I'm like, that's cool. That's all he needs to do.
But it was a happy ending no matter what.
Sorry, I'm burping. But no, it was such a beautiful. It's sort of like he didn't need to win, but he did win, and it's just. Sorry, I'm burping. I don't know.
That's all right.
It's that coffee you've given me, mate.
Okay, man. So you done?
No, I'm still going.
Okay,
like it's sort of, it was like all through the movies, they're like references to the first one. Like, hey, I'm a character from the first one. I'm like, where's Maria?
Spider Rico.
Where's the little girl? Like that would have been like, oh, hey, you know, blah 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 blah.
Screw you, creepo.
And they bring her back, and I'm like, that's it. That is for me. Just locks it in.
It's really cool.
Nicely all tied up.
It's
poetic, and I just, and he sort of, it's not a sexual relationship, thank God,
it
but
wasn't,
it's sort of
but
more
it was very like loving.
It was
there
loving.
love there.
He was directing his love for Adrian to her, non-sexually. Like it's more of a.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah,
it
was beautifully done. Whoever says Stallone isn't a great actor needs to shut the fuck up.
That's the one thing I've come to agree on.
Everyone's just like Brando.
Writer, director, actor.
Yeah.
I think he does it all.
Everyone's just like Brando because he like looks around. He's reading the script. Stallone's just like. Just doing his bits,
It's so natural.
Like the little ball in the thing. Like he doesn't need to be like, ball, you like the ball?
Yeah.
It's just,
It's subtle.
It's subtle.
Just, it's something for him to hide behind.
He needs to win an Oscar. There you go.
Has he not?
No, I don't think so. I think he was nominated for Creed for a Golden Globe.
He's not gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
Unless Creed 2. Oh wait, no, that's too late, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know when it was released.
Well, it may come to no surprise, but I've been watching a lot of cooking videos lately, and this one isn't actually a movie or a book or anything like that. It's a YouTube series called "Is It Pizza?" Yeah, and it's what got me onto this whole. I need to start making pizza because I love it. And so it's called "Is It Pizza?" It's done. You just have to search "Is It Pizza?" You'll find it. There's like a whole bunch of different ones where the guy goes and gets pizza from all these different places around. Some of them are like vegetarian pizzas, gluten-free pizzas, sushi pizzas.
Ooh.
They're all very strange pizzas, and he brings it back to this chef that is really popular in New York, and he goes, "So is it pizza?" And shows him. He's like, "Look, this guy has like the 3 commandments of pizza." He's like, needs to have dough, needs to have sauce, needs to have cheese. That's a pizza. And like he's like fully like
Terrific.
Italian and everything like that. But yeah, it's really interesting, and that's what inspired me to go the full way with pizza and go for it.
Is it pizza? All right, I'll give it a go.
Is it pizza on YouTube?
Is it pizza on YouTube?
I mean, like you don't have to, but like it's just for people out there that like food and cared about what I said at the beginning of this.
You know, just I want
very
to
interesting.
go into your interests, man. I want to see what you do.
Very interesting.
I'm just taking an interest in you, man.
Cool. Well, that brings us to the end of our podcast. Thanks for everyone for sticking by.
Thank you so much.
We definitely got on Rocky this time.
Oh yeah,
Balboa was owning this whole freaking episode.
just so we can tweet to Sly and be like, "Hey Sly, look at this. I like these guys."
So yeah. Don't forget to follow our friends at our Dicks in Our Hands podcast. Give them a listen.
Mm-hmm. Please do.
Follow Jordan at All Brand Stark on Instagram. Follow
PSN.
and PSN. Follow him on PSN. Follow Mr. J himself on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram as well. I'm gonna make some sort of YouTube video very soon about making pizza.
Do it.
And my experiences. It's gonna be really fun. So get tuned for that.
Because Madge is like from The Office.
Don't forget to email us at napodpod@gmail.com. So that's napodpod@gmail.com. Email us questions. We want to make a section so we can talk to questions. If you want to have questions for That Scary Girls, shoot them an email as
Are
well.
you fucking Jordan? No, just hand stuff.
All right.
Get the fuck
You need to
outta
get out
here.
of here, man.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it.
Did you put salt on the entrances again?
Why do you keep putting salt in the entrance? You know I have to clean that up every time, right? I've had it with you, Jordan.
Don't find me.
That's it.
No.
All right, thanks, guys. We're out.
Where is everyone?